How are we going to maintain our weight loss? You guys, this is the most important question we can all ask ourselves. In fact, I'm glad you found this video because you're probably asking yourself this question. If we're not asking this, we're not in the diet game, or at least we shouldn't be. Why bother losing the weight if we're going to just gain it back like we have every decade of our lives? This has been a big question for me. As I've gone through this weight loss process, I have continued to reflect on how I'm going to maintain it this time. I'm very well aware that at 50 years old, it's not going to get easier, and the impact of the weight on my body is becoming more and more important medically. I don't want to be 75 and weigh 300 pounds. It is a very difficult way to be 75. And so how do we lose it now and maintain it for the rest of our lives? First of all, I will have some other videos on some highly related issues. There are lots of issues that go into maintaining our weight. And for me, a big problem has been alcohol. When I go through periods of life stress, I drink too much, and alcohol has a lot of calories and it slows down your metabolism. It's a terrible habit. It's a habit we all need to break. And I'm gonna have some videos on this too, because in my world, this is very important. I hope it's not in yours. That is, I hope that this is not a problem for you, because alcohol can be very difficult to give up. So let me set that issue aside for now. It deserves its whole other video series, but I'm going to focus a little bit on the food in this. And the key that I see in my case, and your case may be different, but for me, the intermittent fasting eating window seems to be working so well. It would be crazy for me to ever give it up. I don't intend to, and I see it as a core part of my diet maintenance. You probably know from my other videos that to lose weight, I've been eating one meal a day in a 1 hour window. As I reach a maintenance weight this summer, my plan is to extend my window to 5 hours and to eat 2 meals. I'll be doing a lot of hiking and camping at the time, so with the extra fitness, I hope to be able to maintain my weight pretty easily on the 2 meals, but it's something I'm going to be watching very closely. And I'm going to be creating an eating program for myself that allows me to maintain the weight given the amount of physical exercise that I'm getting at the time. The second thing I'm doing is I'm really watching my metrics. I will be monitoring my weight. I will be watching my calorie intake, my carb intake, and determining what works for me. What works for me given my physical activity level at the time, and just trying to be ever so mindful that I need a program that will allow me to maintain my weight. Now, the good news is I feel like with the intermittent fasting and with what I'm eating now, I can be very satisfied for the rest of my life with my food. I feel like I'm eating very well. I enjoy what I'm eating. I eat, a large salad with a good protein on it. In the world of diets, I actually find it very pleasurable. And so I haven't been concerned about maintaining it. And so 2 meals a day in 5 hours will feel like a feast to me after all of this. So then the key will be really keeping the boundary on it. And I'm sure that there will be days when I'll break my rule and, go to somebody's wedding and eat a reception dinner or something like that. But if I'm mindful that I broke the rule and I just need to get back on track, I don't feel like that's going to be a big issue. Basically, this is my plan. You guys can watch my videos, watch my future videos. I don't know if you're watching this in like 2020, you might, do a little weight check to see if I maintained my weight, see how that all went.